Hello YouTube, it is me, Smixy, and we are addressing the big elephant in the room, Season 3. Let's talk about it. Let's go through it together, and yeah, let's see what is up. So, Season 3 came out. It was very controversial. Lots of angry players, and rightfully so. But let's talk about it. Let's just go through the patch notes. Let's just talk about what was said, what was expected, and what was delivered. I want to reiterate that this update is not all bad. It's just, it could have done more. So I don't want anybody to watch this video and think, oh my god, she's just gonna trash the update, or oh my god, she's just gonna gas the update, because it was neither one or the other. If anything, to be honest with you, it was quite disappointing. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. One-shot sniper. I do think that the one-shot sniper, you know, will appease a sniping community. I personally do not use the sniper at all, so obviously I am a little bit bummed personally. However, I do understand its importance in Call of Duty and how everybody loves a one-shot sniper, so I'm happy it's there. I'm happy it appeases the sniping community that has been a little bit, you know, left behind since Warzone 2's release. So there's that. Weapon balancing. I do want to talk about this. I'm not going to go into specifics about what was, you know, balanced and what was nerfed and buffed and all that. I will say, I think it is very unfortunate that we are stuck playing with the same guns for so long. I think with a new update comes the expectation that there's going to be a new meta, something new to play, something new to grind, a new gun to learn, blah, blah, blah. I think it's unfortunate that we're stuck to play with the same guns that we've already been playing with 2-3 months prior to an update. We get an update, we have to play with the same gun until, you know, season whatever reloaded, where it finally gets nerfed appropriately for the second or third time sometimes. I think there needs to be, we need the game to keep feeling fresh. I think that is what is going to retain players, is keeping the game feeling fresh so that they're not getting on every day having the same exact experience. And a new meta is gonna give some sense of like, oh, there's a new gun. Let me go level it up. Let me go unlock the attachments. Let me go, and yay, I can finally play with said meta gun. So that is what I have to say about meta weapons. Equipment, I really do love what they did with this section. You know, they nerfed claymores, they nerfed flashes, which by the way, flashes right now are not very good at all. I wouldn't recommend running them. You can almost see right through them when you do get flash. So stunts is definitely the way to go if you're gonna play with a tactical that isn't a smoke. Proximity mines, this was much needed. Some type of counter against proximity mines was a necessity. Now when you're crouched or prone, you get less damage to a proximity mine, which is how it's supposed to be, and how it was in Warzone 1, which thank you for bringing that back. I really do appreciate that. Bomb drones no longer one-shot kill, which thank the Lord. Cluster mines definitely needed a nerf. I'm very happy that they did that. They still hit hard, but just less hard. Audio. I do want to talk about this. There has been improvement in the footstep audio with this update. However, footstep audio, while there's something else going on in any area around you, has not improved. And so this means there's a mortar going on, there's a precision going on, there's a nade being thrown. You're not gonna hear footsteps. Never gonna hear footsteps. Even if that precision and mortar is 250 meters away from you, you are impacted in the sense that like you cannot hear any footsteps around you. Somebody can be climbing up a ladder, you would not hear it. So that needs to be improved. However, the actual footstep audio of like when somebody is around you when no other explosives is going on is better for sure. There has been some improvement. Is it the best? No. Has there been improvements? Yes. Tempered, absolutely love it. I think this is some of the best additions that they've made to the game, and I hope that this edition of Tempered really pushes them to consider putting more perks on the ground. I think we need that. I think that's an element of Warzone 1 that would play super, super well in Warzone 2 is ground loot perks. Like, I think it rewards everything that Warzone 2 wants to reward. They want to reward looting. They want to reward, you know, the player that takes the time to go open the crates. Ground loot perks would do that. So I really hope that the introduction of this really pushes them forward to like release more ground loot perks. Interrogation. I think this is a W. Going from 3 seconds from 5 seconds, I think this is gonna really help players want to use this feature. So I do think that that is a good thing in this update. Quality of life update, mantle assist improvements. There has definitely been improvement in this. It could be better. And that's what I'm gonna keep pushing, is that it could be better. Kill streak banner positioning. So this is just like when you call in a kill streak, or when somebody calls a kill streak on you, there's like that banner saying precision airstrike inbound, and how it was in the dead center of your screen. So if you were fighting, it would cover up your reticle. They have lifted that, but not enough to where it actually makes that big of a difference. Like, it needs to be higher, because right now it's still blocking very important things while you're engaging in a fight. So they definitely need to work on that. Massive resurgence. I played it. I thought it was really fun. I think it's a fun addition. I think this is a W addition. I really do. I think for those people that like resurgence but also like the big map, you're gonna love this mode. I will say, the fact that you only get one loadout, like you're playing the big map, you're playing for longer, they only give you one loadout at the start. So yeah, have fun with that. Private matches. Private matches are unplayable. They need to focus on servers, both in private match and outside of private match. This should be their #1 priority, is servers. They need to work on servers. That is the basic player experience. This needs to be a priority, and this needs to be done yesterday, not in Season 3 Reloaded. Because this is the #1 thing that's gonna make people stop playing this game, is the absolute garbage servers where you are lagging, you are spiking, you're going up to 1,000 ping every single game, and not just for, you know, like a minute of the game. Continuously, from start to finish, you are having a horrible player experience, and that is going to be the #1 thing that will deter people from playing this game. New gulag, we needed one. I'm happy, even though I don't love the map. I think it's way too big for a gulag. I'm glad that I just have a new gulag to play, honestly. UAV towers. I like the addition of them. I think it's fun. I think it's different. It costs 2K, and it gives people, it alerts people when you do activate it. So just keep that in mind. Redeploy drones, massive W. I think it plays really, really good. One thing I will say, I wish you were able to grapple on to the redeploy balloon even when it was moving. So like, if I happen to come across a redeploy drone as it's moving, I wish the zip would still be there and it would just like move with me in it. Like, I think it's a bit ridiculous that you have to wait till it stops to move and then it lowers the zip. Strongholds, ugh. We are pushing AI so much on this COD community, like, it's ridiculous. We need to stop with the strongholds. We've always had issues with the strongholds. Now strongholds are even harder to complete by yourself when you're solo queuing, like doing solo trios or solo quads. It's so hard to complete. Now there's more AIs than there ever was before, which nobody has asked for and nobody has wanted. So like, we need to stop. Like, get them out. We want less, if anything, not more. Buy stations. There's been lots of tweaks to buy stations and portable buys. However, I have not come across a portable buy thus far since I've played. So, I don't know if they're super rare. I do love that there are more buy stations. That was more than a necessity. They're a lot more spread out as well. So almost every POI now has a buy station, which really opens up the map for a regain. Less people camping at the same buy stations. Less like, oh, you know, let's go from Hydro to Shareem to airport, because that's the only place where there's a buy station, which means that that's where all of the players are going to be. Now it really like opens up the map to like having more players dispersed, more gunfights in more different areas of the map. All right, that is it in terms of the patch notes. I do want to address something, is that it's okay to be disappointed with an update. It's okay to not be happy with what Call of Duty has released. It is 100% okay. What is not okay is to be beyond disrespectful to people who have faith in this game. It is not a bad thing to have faith in this game and want this game to succeed. And I want to really, really emphasize this point. I personally want this game to thrive. I want to see it make all of the right decisions. I want them to listen to the players, to adapt the game to what the players want rather than, you know, how they personally envision the game. Like, that's what I want, is I want them to be really receptive, and I want them to apply all of the changes that we're saying that need to be applied. However, sitting there and bashing a creator because they had faith in this update is absolutely ridiculous. We all just want to believe that there will finally be the update that we've been waiting for, that we've sent so much feedback, and we finally wanted to be like, oh my god, they read my feedback and they did exactly what I wanted them to do. That's what we want, and that's what we've been waiting for. And we were presented this update in a really, really good way. Like, PTK improvements, movement improvements. It got a lot of people very excited, which they are allowed to be. It is not up to us how the update was delivered. I think that's very important to know, is that like, it is not the creator's fault that the devs maybe under-delivered and underperformed in this update and didn't make as significant of changes as it was initially talked about. That's not a creator's fault, and that's not, you know, like a viewer's fault that's watching and hyped and excited because they read the patch notes and the patch notes seem like, oh my god, like it's awesome, and then they play the game and the update under-delivered. It happens. But I think we need to voice our opinions respectfully. It is okay to not be okay with this update. It is okay to be frustrated. It is okay to be angry. What is not okay is to be super disrespectful and super just mean. There is a way to say feedback. There's a way to be heard. And I guarantee you that you insulting the devs and you threatening their lives and you saying that they suck at their job and blah, 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 that's not going to make them listen to you. That's not going to make you heard. That's going to do the opposite effect. They're going to ignore you. Like, we need to really continue to deliver our feedback in a really respectful manner. And we just have to sit here and hope that they listen. That's all we can do as a community, is hope that they listen. Eventually, they will need to. For now, we just have to sit and wait. We do. I know that we all want Warzone to be great. We just have to sit here and wait and hope that they see it like we see. That's it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed my very honest opinion about this update. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.